What's up, everyone?
Today, Jack needs a haircut.
Start
He
a new
hasn't
job.
gotten one since August.
Our last time.
The last time I cut his hair.
Yeah, and so, like I said, I have a new job starting, and so it's a perfect time to get a free haircut, professionally done.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you guys a little bit about how we got an apartment, give you some tips and tricks for anyone who's our age or looking to move out of school into an apartment or whatever it is. But yeah, so
And this is like just our like situation kind of, which I think that a lot of people could relate to. That's why we're doing this. But
yeah, it's not like professional advice. Even though we are professionals, we can't offer it as professional advice because it's just our experience with it. You know, everyone's gonna be different. But without further ado, let's get this all chopped off here. Okay, guys. So we wanted to live in a van for the winter, but then it broke down, and we realized that we shouldn't rely on it when we're in a position where we have to like keep our jobs and everything like that. We can't really be relying on the van like that. So we decided we needed to get an apartment.
So it took us like a couple weeks to actually get an apartment, and it was pretty annoying. Can't even lie. We had told you in our last video that we've been sleeping on Gabe's floor, and that was really helpful because during that time we were able to like go on Facebook. Well, I think we first tried Craigslist, and you got to be really careful with like scammers because they'll literally just try to take your money. And sadly, a lot of people will like send others money without knowing, like having a key or like signing a lease or anything. And that's really dangerous and mean. Like, don't be that person because that's
Yeah, if someone's trying to ask you for money and you've never met them, it's not really a good idea to send them money. That's just a life hack for all you money havers out there.
And like always know that it's okay to ask questions and like be annoying yourself. Like be so adamant about knowing all the information that you need to know.
Yeah, landlords are already in a pretty horrible power dynamic with the people that they rent to because every human needs shelter, but landlords have it and they just gatekeep it with money. So you have every right and should be very thorough with all the questions you ask, and you should basically be left with no concerns except for the fact that they're taking your money just for a bed to sleep in and stuff like that.
But with that being said, we had a lot of luck, or I guess Facebook was a better place to look for apartments because you were really talking to like real people that were like
they had Facebook accounts and stuff like that,
so we could meet with them and like
talk online more.
Yeah.
So another part of this process that was quite the hurdle for us, and you could also run into this hurdle as well, was the fact that we have no credit and at the time had no income. So basically what we had to do was tell every single person that we were meeting with that we did have income and that we had jobs and that we had savings, which was partly
none of it was true.
Yeah, some of it was true, some of it wasn't true, but if you're renting from some place or a landlord's going to lie to you and tell you that the place they're giving you is worth like $1,200 a month or something like that. So they'll want you to be making like $4,000 a month, but like who makes $4,000 a month?
Yeah, they want you to make like at least like 4 times the amount of rent like a month. And
clearly no one can do that, but clearly everyone needs a place to stay. So you kind of just have to lie about it and just be like, oh yeah, I have money, like whatever, I have money. And you know, don't get yourself in any situation that could like ruin your, I don't know, credit or something. I don't know if like lying about that could hurt you, but you know, if you actually have a way to make rent happen, just tell them that you have enough money and like that. And
cute bangs.
Oh, thank you.
Another thing that was like good for us is that Jack said a couple times to some of the people we were talking to that like his parents could co-sign, and like lucky for us we have privilege, like we're white to start. Like think about if you were our age, like 20, you had no one that could co-sign, you don't have a job, like you're literally gonna be homeless. So we were really lucky, and like we realized that, and lucky enough also we were able to get this apartment alone on our own, so
Yeah,
got
the
lucky too.
landlord at this apartment just took my word on everything, and I sent him the security deposit after we talked for a while and got the key to the house and signed the lease a few days later when he came back from Thanksgiving. So, you know, you got to be careful, but you know, it's all a game too. You know, this whole capitalism thing is a game as well, and you got to, I guess, play it a little bit, especially when it comes to getting a place to sleep and live. It's just blatantly like another trick that the system gets you in, because in order to have a place to live or an apartment or something, you need credit. But the only way to get credit is by having lived in an apartment or something like that. So, you know, you kind of either have to get lucky like us or have a way into the system where I don't even know how you build credit. We'll let you guys know once we start figuring that out. But
yeah, I don't have a credit card.
It's just really messed up, and everything is gate kept for the wealthy and not the working class. But at least his haircut's nice.
Really?
I don't know, it's not done yet. Ugh, got hair all over me. Remember, everyone out there, your hair will grow back. So the money, the $50 or something, I don't know how much a haircut costs, but however much money we're saving on my haircut today by doing this for free, even though it's still professionally done, we'll be able to use towards rent and a couple gallons of gas. So it always makes it worth it. Jesus, watch those scissors. Almost stabbed me in the eye. I was like this. Sorry, here you go.
Guys, it looks good, I swear. It doesn't look patchy at all.
Gosh,
What?
that doesn't sound confident.
What do you mean? I'm full of confidence. Okay, so our first step, really, I'm not gonna stab you, when looking for apartments was touring them and like getting a vibe check. We probably toured like 4 or 5. What do you think? We toured like at least
5, I think.
Yeah, we toured like 5. And this is just like talking to the people who already live there. Like, this isn't talking to landlords or anything. It's just to like meet the people and like see the place. In the first place, we were kind of in a rush to like get somewhere because we were sleeping on the floor. So we wanted a place to live. And so the first place was like pretty good.
It was good enough.
Yeah, exactly. But just something about it, like, you know, I wanted to keep looking. Like, it was the first place. I didn't want to rush into anything. So
I was more ready to like rush and get right into it, but I'm glad that Tash had me, and my mom helps tell me to slow down.
yeah,
So reach out for advice too to people you trust. But anyways,
definitely. But yeah, definitely like be persistent and like don't rush into anything, but also don't be too picky, because we knew like we weren't gonna get something crazy nice. Like, we had a budget and everything, and like, you know, being 20 and like not having stable jobs and stuff, like
we can't
knew.
really afford to be picky. So I would pick something that has your budget, that you could make the money in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks at most. But you know, and after that, maybe you pick your options from there.
But I am glad that we were pretty patient, because we had seen the first place and we had told the lady like we were gonna let her know by that night or something. And then we ended up seeing a couple more places, and I was kind of like, I don't know, like, it's good, but just something about it like wasn't right. And then
you can't beat this view that we got here.
Definitely. But she ended up like texting Jack back and saying like someone else filled it already. So like that made it easier for us, because then we're like, okay, like we can stop thinking about that one and like keep looking and find one that's like better for us. So that's definitely like number 1 advice. Be patient and
Vibe check. Get your
Vibe check.
vibometer. All right, your vibometer needs to be like tick, 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 tick.
throughout everything, like especially with the van too, we always have a vibe check. Like both of our vibes have to be like good. We have to have
like,
up vibes.
Up vibes, yeah. Up vibes need to exist in order for everything to go through well.
Yeah.
Boom, almost done.
Hey, stop it.
So basically, guys, well, the moral of the story here is that every single human needs a place to live, and every single human is kind of expected to try and contribute to society, right? So, we have every right to expect our governments to provide housing for us, along with healthcare, food, water, all that other stuff. But regardless, that's what we're kind of advocating for here, is just some affordable housing for everyone, because it's just not fair that someone has enough money to own more than one house and then take money from other people just so that they can have a place to live in a house that they're not even using. Because I don't know about you, but I've never been able to live in 2 houses at once.
You're funny. You're a funny guy. All right, finished product. I think I did amazing, and I think, like, I wouldn't even have to go to haircutting school. Like, look at this.
It also
it's a little
helps
patchy.
that it also helps that you have the perfect model.
I could do that on anyone. Okay, guys, so basically, people like to take advantage of others, sadly, especially when you're young or a woman. So we just hope that this hopefully can help someone. And at the end of the day, it's just really important to trust yourself. Be okay with asking a lot of questions, even if you think they're dumb or whatever the case may be. And vibe check. Vibe check everything.
And be persistent, don't give up.
And drop a comment on what you think. Scale 1 to 10. Give a rating of this haircut.
I give it a 10.
Really?
Like an 8.5.
Why'd you change?
Because you said really, so I
But
double checked.
Whatever. I give it a 11 because really good.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Peace out.
Love you.